Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, I've got another set of cards that play well together, the Relative Tarot and the Beloved Dead. And they are, one is tarot cards, one are oracle cards, and they're both by the same creator, Carrie Paris. And they're really a lot of fun. But because we're going to be calling in some spirits, and I know some of you are worried about me, about calling in some of these different entities, let's call them. I'm going to be using my Rosicrucian incense. We're going to light that up and we're going to get it going. And what I'm going to use with these cards, we're going to ask the royal family that is in spirit, what do they think of the royal family that is with us here on this side of the veil? Let's get their opinion. Rather than just one, I could do an auto writing with just one, but let's see what's going on generally. Maybe there's people we aren't thinking of that have passed that have an opinion. Maybe there's, I don't know. Maybe there's people from way, way, way back who are still on the other side that want to have their say as well. So the Beloved Dead and the Relative Tarot. Let's see what the royals who have passed, and I'm including the Romanovs here. They were cousins. Queen Victoria is practically related to every royal across Europe. I think she was called the mother of European royalty at one point. And let's see what spirits want to come forth and give us a message about what they feel, how they feel about the royal family right now. How do they feel about the royal family? Any royals who have passed? Any royals who have passed? And please don't worry about me. I'm well protected. I'm in my egg. I've got my incense going. I'm on a grounding mat. And also my intention is I don't call in any bad thoughts or spirits or all right. Cards are ready. General messages from the royal spirits to the royals here that are with us here on earth. Ooh, chatty. Ace of Swords. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Also, this is telling me they're chatty, right? Because swords are words. And they're telling me like, yes, we wanted somebody to give our opinion. Ooh, Nine of Wands. They're really embattled. They're really kind of embarrassed. Nine of Wands in reverse can be embarrassment because you didn't complete a project or you didn't complete something. I'm just going to put those to the side for now. They're somewhat embarrassed and they really are feeling like the royals down here on earth are a little embattled. Oh, 10 of Cups. They're saying they're all together. They're glad the family is sticking together. They're just really, I'd say they're proud of the family. They're proud of the family as a family. Oh, the Emperor, there's the king, there he is. Like it's, sometimes these cards are they're kind of spooky. You ask about them and they're like, okay, we're telling you. What are you So there they are. They're worried about the king. Obviously. And also I think this is telling me that we may have a previous king in our midst here. So King Edward, King George, King Charles, King William. I mean, pick one. Oh, the Hanged Man in reverse. They might be telling me that King Charles is joining them soon. We got the family. Here he is. He's battling, and then he's released. I know some of you might not want to hear that or see that. In some respects, removed from the chains that bind him. Ooh, the Empress in reverse. Oh, I wonder if we have Queen Victoria with us. Wonder if we have Queen Victoria with us. When I'm doing these readings, when the person shows up in reverse, when I'm talking about the other side, when they're in reverse, that tells me they're on the other side. When they're upright, it tells me they're on this side. So we could have Queen Elizabeth the second or the first. We could have Queen Victoria. Those would be empresses. Ace of Wands. 10 of Wands in reverse. It's not looking good for King Charles. It's not looking good. There are, look at, we have 2 aces here. I think the message that we're getting is that they're trying the best that they can. And they're acknowledging that with the Ace of Wands on top of the family here. They're happy how they're sticking together as a family. And that's so true. The ones that are sticking together as a family are backing each other up, showing up for each other. And for a family like that, they're really kind of proud. They're really kind of proud. King Charles unburdened and released. 7 of Cups in reverse. We just talked about our gaslighting, didn't we? This is confusion, illusion, delusion. Let's see, what do they put it with? Knight of Cups upright. You know, the Knight of Cups may be Prince Andrew. Even though he's older than a knight, he would be subordinate to the king, right? And we're showing that this is underneath the king here as his brother. Could also be Edward. Edward's also a younger brother. But I'm wondering if, because we have the gaslighting here with the Knight of Cups, the illusion, the confusion around Andrew is maybe, because, right, there's no illusion or confusion around Edward. 3 of Cups in reverse. Well, I think we know who the 3 of Cups in reverse is. I'm surprised that's not the 3 of Swords upright, the betrayal. Interesting that we're really happy as you're hanging out with a family, but individually, they're not very happy at all. Let's see what's in. Ooh, Justice upright. Justice upright. Fair. Justice is coming. I'm just trying to think. Why are they thinking 3 of Cups in reverse? 4 of Wands in reverse. 6 of Cups upright. Knight of Wands upright. And 9 of Cups in reverse. And 7 of Wands in reverse. You know, I have to say, I wonder if they're talking about some people who are greedy, because 9 of Cups in reverse can be greed. And of course, my Knight of Wands is my Rachel card, and the 6 of Cups here, and the 4 of Wands in reverse. The breakup of the 2 brothers. The breakup of 2 brothers, right? The 6 of Cups is siblings or the past. I know it shows mixed race here. I don't think this is Harold and Rachel, because they just don't have a past that's long enough to be a 6 of Cups. This is like going back to your childhood. This is siblings and cousins and people you went to school with, things that are at least 15 years ago, if not more. So I don't think this, you could easily say this is 6 of Cups is Harry and Meghan. You could say 6 of Cups would be, for example, Sophie and Edward. They've been married for over 20 years, for example, so something deep in your past. But generally, it's not a married couple. I was just giving an example there. Generally, it's siblings, people that you trust, people that you've known for a very long time, and that's why you can trust them. But generally, people from your childhood. And so I'm wondering here if they're mentioning, they're poking out, because the Knight of Wands is my Rachel card. And here's the 4 of Wands in reverse. And Four of Wands upright would be your marriages, your births, your graduation, a new job. This is foundational celebration in your life. And in reverse, it's also foundational, but it's death and funerals and retirement and divorces. It's things that end, foundational things that end in your life. And then with Justice card, Justice and Four of Wands in reverse is a divorce. It's not a death. If the death here, well, then that's a different story. But it's something legal that you undo. And I'm wondering here, they're showing the greed with the Nine of Cups in reverse. The Megan with the greed, and maybe I think they're acknowledging that what they have done to the siblings, to William and Harry, what she has done to them, because this Wands is looking at these siblings here, is indefensible. The Seven of Wands in reverse is in upright, is you defending your actions, you're taking the high road, and you have a right to defend those actions. You are leading with the truth and what's right. What's in reverse, what you've done is indefensible, and you've actually taken the low road, and you have nothing to defend, because what you're spewing is not the truth, or what you're pushing is not the truth. The Star, the Four of Swords. I think we're Queen of Wands, Ace of Cups in reverse, tears and tears and tears. I think we're going to see some kind of ending here soon. Queen of Wands. This would be Anne, Beatrice. Somebody's going to have lots of tears, rivers and rivers of tears here with the Ace of Cups. Could be a miscarriage. We might hear something, Beatrice having a miscarriage. Interesting, the Star is here. And the only reason I'm saying that is because Four of Swords can be the sick bed. So a queen in a sick bed who's crying, and Ace of Cups. If you were asking if you're pregnant, it came up, of course, because this is the female reproductive system, the uterus and whatnot. And in reverse, this is the female productive system draining. That's the best way I can do it without triggering too many people. But we do have some hope and healing here. So this poking this way is like just telling us she'll be okay. I'm wondering if we're going to hear Beatrice having a miscarriage. I don't think it's the end of her marriage, because I'm not getting any marriage cups here. Marriage cards. But I am getting, she's pointing this way, that there will be hope and healing. Page of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Six of Swords in reverse. Page of Swords in reverse. The Lovers in reverse. Eight of Cups in reverse. I think we might hear... We're going to hear some really awful things. With this Page of Swords, that's trolls. Six of Swords, that's creating stress. I think we're going to hear more things. I think we're going to hear, I don't think the trolling is going to go away very, very much, very soon. I think they're stuck with the trolling for a while. I wonder if they're in talks of how to get rid of the one who really wants all the money. But anyways, let's see if we can get some the beloved dead. So what you do with these cards is you put the throne down. This is the spirit throne. So you put the throne down, and now you ask what direct messages you have. What direct messages do you have? So it looks like overall they're like, well, they're okay. Like we didn't get any like devil cards, tower cards. I think we just got, they're watching what's happening on that other side, and I think they're letting us know some of the trolling is going to continue. And to be fair, trolling for the royal family has always been happening. That's why all the kings and queens had spies. And that's why they had treason and traitors, and they'd cut off your head if they heard you gossiping about them. So trolling is just, now it's electronic and it's anonymous. And also more freedom of speech, so you can hold up a sign saying "not my king" and you don't have to worry about losing your head. But for years and years and years, that's why they had the Tower of London. They had trollers, they had gossipers for years and years and years. So I think they're showing us it's not going to change. They're also showing us who they think it's coming from, which is, I've called Megan the Nine of Pentacles many, many times because she thinks she's so successful. She thinks she's got the bird in the hand, right? And also the bird is Twitter. Well, they call it X now, but we all know it's Twitter. And there she is with the Page of Pentacles, and look at almost like paying the sugars, and you've almost got like a shh. Don't tell them I'm paying them. Under the table. And I think they're just saying it's not going away anytime soon at all. So anyways, let's see. What direct messages do you have for our current royal family? And I can say "our" because I'm Canadian. I know a lot of people say you have no right to say anything because you're not British. You may not know that the British royal family is still our monarch. Their faces are on our money. We did have a court of Queen's Bench. Now we have the court of King's Bench. Our military is all royal. We have a governor general that actually is above our prime minister that reports to the king. The king can ask for the resignation of our PM. So I have every right to say what I want about the monarchy. So please stop telling me that I think a lot of people who think that I might be American or from the United States, and I'm not. I'm Canadian. And did you know that we are so much part of the monarchy? When Charles married Camilla, they needed the Canadian government's permission. And they granted the permission because there would be no children that would be in the line of succession. That was the only reason Canada granted permission. Isn't that bizarre? I did not know that. So anyways, let's see. What message... I don't know if I want to drop these or what is Spirit saying. Just pick one. What message do we have from our beard? Things. You know what? Okay, so this card is being too focused on the material. Being way too focused on the material. And well, we know who that is. Being too focused on the money, being too focused on the material, and not being focused enough on the spiritual and the mental. Having too much, having too many things. And so the focus is on the wrong thing. So that's a good message. Wise guy. Thinking that you're smarter than everybody else. I don't know who they're talking about. Do you? Thinking that you're smarter than everybody else. You don't have to listen to anybody. because you know it all. This is the know it all card. So who's really materialistic and know it all? Now I wonder why they're focusing on her, because she's only royal by marriage. I'm pretty sure when she passes, she's not in the tribe. Oh, she could be. Who am I to judge? Bohemian. You know what? I think the Bohemian would be feel free to break the rules. Feel free to break the rules within I don't want to say boundaries. Feel free to break the rules. Creative. Be creative when you're breaking the rules. Be creative to stretch the boundaries. That's what I'm thinking of. Interesting. Both these cards have wings right here, and yet this one doesn't. Yeah, I think, and even Bohemian is relax a little bit. This also could be talking about, because Bohemian back in those days, in France, the Bohemian years, they played around with a lot of drugs, opium and heroin, cocaine. Like that was back in the day when Coca-Cola actually had cocaine in it. They with the absinthe, with alcohol. I'm wondering if they're saying, I wonder if it's a message to Charles to try different things. Um, and I've got that reading on him before, that he was trying different things. Remember, we had the magician card, and he's trying everything that they can. So there might be some drug that will help him. This is a message from spirit. There might be a drug that will help him, that we might classify as illegal or unconventional, or bohemian, right? It also could mean that maybe the doctors aren't giving him enough of the drug, because the bohemians, they took it till they were right out of her. Speaking of which, if you've never seen Midnight in Paris, it's a great, great movie. It's one of my favorites, and I'm just really thinking of that movie right now. If you're, I think it's on Netflix or Prime, or anyways, Midnight in Paris. It's a great, great movie. I don't know. I want to pull this one for some reason. Ancestry. So here they are. They're saying, we're behind you. We're supporting you. I would even think like these are his great grandparents supporting Charles. I'm just really getting that they're really more concerned about Charles, and that's because he showed up as the emperor here. Interesting, the emperor, of course, is related to the royalty. This actually might be referring to the direct line from him. That would be his great great uncle. I think so. I think that would be, no, they were cousins. George and, yeah, they were cousins. So fourth cousins kind of thing. Interesting. I just realized that was a picture of royalty that showed up. I think this ancestry is saying your ancestors are behind you. They're supporting you. I also want to say, in some regards, you'll get your wings soon. One more. The beloved dead. One more message for today's royal family, please. Active love, observation. You know what? Pay attention to what the crowds are telling you. Pay attention to people around you. Observation, yeah. You know what? Listen to the polls. What are your subjects telling you to do? Observe people around you quite closely. I'm thinking more of like what the public has said about Harry and Meghan and what the king should do about it and whatnot. I think they're saying you should really, really pay closer attention to that. And if you look, this card and this card have matching wings. So be a little bit smarter about what's going on around you. Pay attention, because I think with this wise guy here, I'm getting like mafia vibes, and we've read into that. Is MM involved in the mafia? And uh, there's different kinds of mafia. They don't have to be Italian. Let's just put it that way. I think with these two being like this is get your spies on the case, right? Observation, wise guy. Listen to what people are saying. I want to pull one more and see if, or no, just the underlying here. Do nothing. And that's the same wings here. Act of love, do nothing. And I think this is in regards to what they are doing. He's doing nothing, and it's kind of backfiring. Interesting, these three have all the same wings, and yet there's other wings. There's different wings in here in this deck. So observe, get your spies on it. But I think they're saying the royal family themselves, maintain the never complain, never explain, and get other people to do this wise guy. You think about the wise guy in a traditional mafia. He's not the godfather. He's not the Don. He's not the capo, right? He's the guy who gets things done. Who this would be like your MI5, your MI6 within the royal family's context, right? And for the royal family, do nothing. You do not respond, you do not do anything, but you get other people to do your bidding for you. You get these wise guys on the case. Get your wise guys on the case. But I think there's a strong message here for Charles too. I think they're waiting for him. They're waiting for these wings to come in. Interesting. Wow. Well, what did you think about putting these cards together? I'm really enjoying this, actually. What do you think? I think it just really adds a different dimension, especially when they play nice together when they're by the same illustrator, and then it makes sense when you see the illustrations on it, how they match up. Well, thank you very much for watching. Please take good care. See you online. Bye for now.